Hello students. In last lecture we have seen geometric series and convergence of geometric series. Now in this lecture we see P series. So definition of P series is a series of the form summation 1 upon n raised to p, n is equal to 1 to infinity, where p is greater than 0 is called P series. So remember that P series is summation 1 upon n raised to p and n is equal to 1 to infinity. So there is theorem about convergence of P series. The statement of theorem is a positive term series summation 1 upon n raised to p is convergent for p greater than 1 and diverges for p less than 1, less than or equal to 1. So we have to prove this theorem. So there are three cases: p greater than 1, p is equal to 1 and p less than 1. So let us see first case, that is p greater than 1. So series 1 upon n raised to p is equal to, we put n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then we get the terms like 1 upon 1 raised to p, that is 1, plus 1 upon second term 2 raised to p, third 3 raised to p, fourth 4 raised to p, and so on. So this is series. Now here we take bracket first term remains as it is, and here if we put bracket for these two terms, again bracket for next 4 terms, if we continue like this, the next bracket will contain 8 terms, and so on. Now since p is greater than 1, this 1 upon 1 raised to p, this is equal to 1 because p is greater than 1. So 1 raised to any number greater than 1 is equal to 1. Therefore 1 upon 1 raised to p is equal to 1. Now let us take these two terms in the bracket, 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 3 raised to p. So see here, since 3 is greater than 2, 3 raised to p is greater than 2 raised to p, since p is greater than 1. Therefore if we take inverse, then 1 upon 3 raised to p will be less than 1 upon 2 raised to p. So here if we substitute this 1 upon 3 raised to p by 1 upon 2 raised to p, then since 1 upon 3 raised to p is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p, here we write less than. So since this term is 1 upon 3 raised to p is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p, we write 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 3 raised to p is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 2 raised to p. So 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 2 raised to p. If we add this, LCM is 2 raised to p, and this 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Therefore 2 upon 2 raised to p is equal to, dividing by 2, here 1 divided by 2 raised to p minus 1. Therefore this 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 3 raised to p is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1. Similarly, if we take these 4 terms in next bracket, then if we substitute for 1 upon 5 raised to p, 1 upon 6 raised to p, 1 upon 7 raised to p by 1 upon 4 raised to p, then this term is less than this term. Since 1 upon 5 raised to p is less than 1 upon 4 raised to p, because 5 raised to p is greater than 4 raised to p, and therefore taking inverse we have this less than sign. Therefore if we substitute all these 3 terms by 1 upon 4 raised to p, then this will be less than. Therefore sum of these 4 terms is 4 upon 4 raised to p. This is equal to 1 upon 4 raised to p minus 1. Now this 4 can be written as 2 square. Therefore this is 1 upon 2 square raised to p minus 1. This can be written as again 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket square. So this is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket square. So if we continue like this, then the next bracket will contain 8 terms, and sum of those terms will be less than 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket raised to 3. And thus in series written in equation number 1, in this series if we substitute all these inequalities instead of this bracket, then we get that the series is less than, since each inequality is less than, so this is less than 1 raised to p is equal to 1, it is as it is, and the next bracket is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 plus next bracket is less than 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket square, and if we can write next also like this 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket cube and so on. So now this series written on RHS, so here is 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 plus 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket square plus 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 bracket cube and so on. So this is geometric series like summation r raised to n. Here r is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1. The common ratio is 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1. Therefore this series is geometric series, and now it convergence and divergence of this series depends on value of r, whether r is less than 1 or greater than 1 or equal to 1. So since here p is greater than 1, this p minus 1 is greater than 0. p minus 1 is greater than 0. Therefore 2 raised to p minus 1 is greater than 1. Therefore 1 upon 2 raised to p minus 1 is less than 1. Therefore the common ratio r is less than 1. And therefore we have seen in last lecture that in geometric series, if the common ratio r is greater than 0 and less than 1, then that series is convergent. Therefore this series on RHS is convergent for p greater than 1. Since our series is less than the series on RHS, our series is also convergent for p greater than 1. So this is how we proved that series is convergent for p is greater than 1. Now let us see case 2, that is p is equal to 1. Now when p is equal to 1, series becomes this only 1 upon n. Here p is equal to 1, therefore 1 upon n raised to p means 1 upon n. N is equal to 1 to infinity. Therefore first term is 1 upon 1, that is 1, second will be 1 upon 2, third will be 1 upon 3, and so on. So this is our series now. Let us take Sn, that is sum of only first n terms. Therefore Sn is equal to 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3 plus dash dash plus 1 upon n. Now this Sn is greater than 1, since 1 plus all positive terms. Therefore this Sn is greater than 1, and limit of this Sn as n tends to infinity is infinity, because Sn is monotonically increasing sequence. Therefore this Sn is not bounded above. Here upper bound of the sequence Sn is infinity, so sequence is not bounded above. Therefore the sequence Sn is divergent, and since sequence Sn is divergent, our series 1 upon n raised to p is also divergent for p is equal to 1. So let us see now case 3, that is when p is less than 1. So when p is less than 1, Sn is equal to 1 plus 1 upon 2 raised to p plus 1 upon 3 raised to p plus 1 upon 4 raised to p plus dash dash plus 1 upon n raised to p. So now here we put brackets from third term. So for third and fourth we put here bracket. Next bracket will contain next 4 terms. Again next bracket will contain 8 terms, and so on. Now since p is less than 1, this 2 raised to p is less than 2 raised to 1. Therefore taking inverse, 1 upon 2 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 2. So this 1 upon 2 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 2. Now this 3 raised to p is less than 4, because this p is less than 1, also 3 is less than 4. Therefore 3 raised to p is less than 4, and similarly 4 raised to p is also less than 4 raised to 1. Therefore if we take inverse, then 1 upon 3 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 4, and 1 upon 4 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 4. Therefore sum of these two terms, 1 upon 3 raised to p plus 1 upon 4 raised to p, will be greater than 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4, because each term is greater than 1 upon 4. Therefore, this sum is equal to 2 upon 4 is equal to 1 upon 2. Means 1 upon 3 raised to p plus 1 upon 4 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 2. Similarly, if we take another 4 terms and if we substitute for 1 upon 6 raised to p as 1 upon 8, then this will be greater than. So each term 1 upon 6 raised to p is greater than 1 upon 8. 1 upon 7 raised to p is also greater than 1 upon 8, and therefore this is greater than 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8, and therefore sum of these 4 terms is 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore sum of these 4 terms is greater than 1 upon 2. Therefore, if we use this in our Sn, then Sn will be greater than first term 1 as it is, plus 1 upon 2 raised to p is greater than 1 half. This bracket is greater than 1 half. Again this bracket is also greater than 1 half. Therefore this Sn is greater than 1 plus 1 half plus 1 half plus 1 half, and so on. Therefore this Sn is not bounded above. This Sn is not bounded above. Here we take only n terms. So 1 plus 1 half plus 1 half up to nth term we write 1 half. So this is positive number, and if we take limit of this sequence Sn as n tends to infinity, then this goes on increasing. So this Sn has no upper bound, or this sequence Sn is not bounded above. Therefore sequence Sn is divergent for p less than 1. Therefore our p series is also divergent for p less than 1. Thus we have proved that this p series summation 1 upon n raised to p n is equal to 1 to infinity is convergent only for p greater than 1, and it is divergent for p less than or equal to 1. So this is how we have proved that convergence and divergence of this p series.